for your guys' collaboration album, Distant Relatives. What would you say that represents? Why'd you guys choose that title?
Many reasons, man. From hip-hop, reggae music, I have a lot of, they come from the same thing. They come from, you know, people out in the streets that's feeling good, that's feeling alive, that have a voice and a sound and a culture that's not really known yet. It kind of helped each other. It kind of, the same drum, the hard drum, the heavy bass line, and then what they're saying, it was like, you know, the lifestyles were completely, were a lot the same. And then also, while we feel people, no matter where you're from, it's like, you know, people concentrate on our differences more than our similarities, and the differences are really small. We're really a lot alike, no matter where you're from, right? So we're really trying to concentrate on what makes us alike and stop the division a little bit, you know?
Growing up, well, not necessarily growing up, but as you're, you know, through your musical careers, Nas, have you always listened to reggae? And Damien, have you always listened to hip hop? And if so, what were some of the influential artists? What were some of your favorite artists in those genres?
Yeah, well, for me, yeah, because they were playing it outside. You know, you have a lot of early Rasta records, reggae records. You hear them, and they had this thickness to them, and the sound that just shake the concrete when they were playing it, and also Rastas kind of had a dangerous reputation. Around that time, I was just starting to hear rap music and Rasta. Like, they don't play, they don't, you know what I mean? It was just a whole bunch of different, you know, culture.
Yeah, and for me, I was first exposed to hip hop because I had cousins who usually lived in America and come down to Jamaica every summer, and they would bring down whatever was the latest, you know. So back in the days when Slick Rick and Run DMC and, you know, Bismarck and some of those guys started to come in, I would hear them playing it, you know what I mean? But you know, and I got a LL Cool J album as a gift. Mama said, knock you out. That was, you know, that was the first hip hop album that I listened right through from start to finish. But when I didn't really start buying hip hop music for myself until like around when Snoop and that whole camp was coming out, you know, that's when I really started buying a lot of hip hop music for myself.
I was just gonna say on that. I mean, you know, whether you're a basketball player or a musician or an artist, you know, you're always kind of trying to better yourself. What do you look to kind of further your, you know, your skills, your talents, your kind of push the envelope of what you do musically?
Well, doing this project has really been all about that in that sense. You know what I mean? Doing this project has, it's like you say, you know, you better yourself, and being around someone who you rate as a lyricist and rate as an artist, you have to make sure that you're on top of your game, you know what I mean? So this whole experience of what we're going through right now is all about what you just said, for me, you know?
Yeah, same for me. Like when we doing songs and he does his part, you know, that part, his part, listening to that, I catch so many pieces in there, it's like, wow, so it makes me wanna, I gotta complete it or add my part to the song, so that's the push.